Her father sent Era instead of her sister, Sienna, as a cruel joke. They thought the rancher would reject her. But this was only the beginning. The wind sliced across the plains, sharp and cold, carrying dust and distant hooves. Era clutched her shawl, heart pounding. She wasn't meant to be here. Her father had promised Cade Holt, a rancher, a bride, Sienna, the beautiful one. But he laughed, shoving Era forward. Take her. Same blood. What's the difference? Her stomach twisted. She knew this was punishment, a way to discard the embarrassing daughter. Trembling, she climbed into the wagon. The ride was silent, each jolt a reminder she was unwanted stock. At the ranch, Cade stood tall, broad-shouldered, carved from the land. His eyes hardened when he saw her. This isn't the one I asked for, he said sharply. The ranch hands shifted awkwardly. Ara's cheeks burned. She knew what he saw. Not the beauty he'd been promised, just a mistake. Cade's jaw tightened, but her father's wagon was already gone. Fine, he muttered. You'll do for now. The words cut deep. He turned, tossing over his shoulder, come along. Don't fall behind. Era followed, feet heavy, into a fortress-like ranch house. Inside, it was too quiet. Cade poured a drink, not offering her one. Your room's upstairs. Don't touch what's not yours. Don't ask questions. His meaning was clear. She was an obligation, not wanted. Era nodded, throat tight, and climbed to a bare room with a sagging mattress. Alone, tears fell as she whispered, don't cry. Not here. Downstairs, Cade's boots paced. She wasn't supposed to be here, but she'd survive. If he expected her to break, she wouldn't. The next morning, Cade handed her a shovel. Earn your place, he said. Breakfast after work. Her arms ached, palms blistered, but she didn't stop. By midday, Cade said, you're softer than your sister. Didn't think you'd last an hour. It wasn't praise, but he noticed her persistence. Days blurred into work and silence. At night, she lay sore but resolute. Ranch hands whispered she was a trick, a stand-in for the pretty one. Their laughter stung, but Era rose each morning, shovel in hand, defiant. Cade watched, his cold gaze softening slightly. One afternoon, a storm roared in. Cattle panicked, hooves pounding. Era ran into the chaos, guiding calves back to safety, mud-soaked and scratched. Cade saw, his eyes wide. You could have been hurt, he said, voice rough. But I wasn't, she replied, steady for once. In the rain, something shifted between them. Nights later, by the fire, Era mended Cade's shirts. He began showing her the ranch, fences, fields, cattle, without words, but with presence. One evening, he warned her of a coming storm. Bring the chickens in, he said. Her faint smile felt like a victory. When the storm hit, Era saved a calf in the mud, Cade at her side. In the barn, their hands brushed, and his gaze held no distance, only truth. The silence between them became a bridge. Then hooves thundered. Sienna burst in, golden-haired, untouched by hardship. Cade, she purred, ignoring Era. You wanted me, not her. Ara's heart sank. She stepped back, bracing for rejection. If you want her, say it, Era said, voice steady. I won't stay where I'm not chosen. Cade's eyes locked on hers. Memories of her strength, her shovel, her storm-soaked defiance, flooded him. No, Sienna, he said. I choose Era. Sienna's smile cracked. She stormed out, spitting, you'll regret this. Cade cupped Ara's face. You're not a mistake. You're mine, if you'll have me. Tears fell, but she nodded, chosen at last. The cabin filled with laughter over time. Meals became shared moments. Neighbors whispered in surprise. Cade hadn't chosen beauty, but the woman nobody wanted. One evening, under a burning sunset, he held her close. This cruel trick was the best thing that ever happened to me, he murmured. Era smiled, no longer a shadow, but Cade